Namaste, yogis. This is our vlog of pre-event preparation. The full moon gathering that I host every third Friday of the month with my friend Wanika Miss Astrology is happening tonight. And I am in this state of preparation. So that means I stay naked as long as possible. Shout out to all my people who like to be au natural. I do teas, and sometimes depending on like what I have going on in the coming days, I'll get acupuncture, I'll have a massage, I'll have a list of things that I do to energetically prepare for the week. This time I was very much in grind mode this week, so I will do all of the massage, acupuncture, all those things following the event and the training that I'll be leading this weekend. So it's gonna be great. I also started off with pranayama meditation this morning. Tea is hitting the spots. I got to stay hydrated because if you know anything about electricity and water, there is a much better conduction of electricity when there is water involved. So let me see if my glass is glaring. Okay, this head direction is good. Okay, so let me just give you some insight onto what the life is like of an event host. Whenever I get an idea for something that I want to host, I like to just let the vision come to me. I don't have an attachment to anything it has to be. I just let the ideas come, I visualize it, and when I'm ready, I write it down, I get it out on paper, and I make it one step closer to manifesting. So I bring it from thought, if you know anything about the chakras, going down towards manifestation, coming from the thought sphere, the visualization, the expression. So writing can be one form of expression. I'm literally taking it from thought form and putting it out into written form. So it's on paper. It's literally touching earth. So paper is made from trees. Trees come from the earth. Trees are earth. And so I'm bringing it into earth. Now, then I have the opportunity to think about, okay, let me look at this. What seems like the next best step? So I put all the next steps together. Sometimes I collaborate, sometimes I host them by myself. At this point, I really love to collaborate because I do many things in my life. Collaboration and working with powerful partners is something that I love to do. So I like to be empowered by the people I work with. I like to bring value, and I feel like whenever there's more than one person working on something, you have a different set of eyes. Like, it's not just my eyes. Like when I wrote my first book, I didn't just trust my revision of looking over it. I had multiple people read the book before I put it out into the world, before it was like a done deal, let me wrap a bow around it. Yeah? Okay, so hosting events is so much more than the visualization, the planning. Because I actually draft a full event plan. I will take it from what's the start, what's the finish, what do I need to have, the steps along the way, how do I prepare, who are the parties involved, do I need to hire people, do I need to, find vendors, do I need to, whatever it is, I'll write down all the things. And then I start taking steps. So I start having reoccurring meetings with whoever I'm hosting the event with. I have documents where everything lives so that everyone is on the same page. I have contracts, agreements, templates, emails that need to be sent, flyers that need to be created. So there's a lot that goes into even before the event starts. And now, if you've ever had an event before, if you've ever hosted a party before, you know that there's a lot that goes into the day of creation. So I'm saying all of that stuff that happened before, that's before I even start the actual event itself. The actual event itself, I show up early, I bring supplies, so I pack my car or my truck or whatever I'm taking that day. I pack all the things in the vehicle, take them to the location, unload, got my special red wagon, because you know I like red. I like red, all the red. So I have everything packed up, unload, then we set up. Then I usually am wearing something super comfy because I like to stay as close to naked as possible. And so then I change into what I'm actually wearing to host the event, put all the adornments on. So as you can see, I don't have any of the adornments. I do wear these rings regularly. So those are the adornments that stick with me. And then I put the additional intentional pieces. Now, I don't just wear jewelry. That's not my thing. I wear intentional, energetic pieces. So I cleanse my jewelry while I'm not wearing it. I set an intention. When I put these things on, I am creating affirmations, I'm setting intentions, I'm doing these things. So if I have multiple bracelets on, I put them on one at a time. Or I put them on if they're grouped together and I've intentionally set energy for that group of bracelets. That's with intention. The neck pieces that I wear, that's with intention. The crown that I wear, that's with intention. Everything has to make sense. Everything works towards my highest good. Everything sets the energetic boundaries of a queen. That is what queens do. We set boundaries, we create and we promote our prominent mindset, visualization, dream, whatever we want to see in the world. We do things that make it happen. So whenever I'm putting on my adornments, that's energetically setting up my space and the things that I want in my space. That is before we ever see the first guest. Then we have to, work with, if we're having someone work the event, if we have, the vendors are showing up early, if we have all of these different components that are included, we need to execute on those things. And then there's accountability, there's checking in with each other, there's communication. So all of this is before we open the doors. And saying it out loud, it kind of sounds like a lot. And if it's something that, like for me and for you, when you have a passion, when you have a purpose, when you have a dream and a goal that wakes you up at night, that you fall asleep thinking about it, like, I need to be doing something with purpose in my life, I need to be helping people, that all of the things that it takes to put an event on, that being too much is not a conversation. It's about how can I serve? How can I show up? How can I take action today to ensure the success of this event? Because the event has a why. Every event is with intention. I don't just like, we're going to do it because it's Friday. Okay, well, what's important about this day? What are we going to get from the event? When people leave, what do they leave feeling? What do they leave saying? What do they leave embodying? Like, there's an intention for the event. So all of that is thought about, it's meditated on, it's focused on, it's concentrated on prior to talking about the event, hosting the event, all the things, securing the location, all the things. If it's virtual, it's still the same. We set intentions. So all of that happens before the event. And I'll talk to you more about like during the event, hosting the event, navigating the event, boundaries during the event, which is important. All of those things happen during the event, but we're talking about, this is before we even like say, come on in, y'all. Like we're collecting pre-sale tickets. We might be selling tickets at the door depending on if it sells out or not. So there's a lot of different parts that are and components that are navigating in between each of us. Okay. So hosting events is such a great responsibility. It's such an honor to be able to do. And what I love is that it's kind of like sports. You see somebody and they got the shot clock or they got the last couple minutes. I don't really watch sports, but whatever the last minutes of the thing they need to like get points and help their team to win. They practice for hours and 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 hours so that in those few seconds they can execute. So the work that we do, the preparation, the certifications, the personal practice, the business training, the masterminds, the work trips, the meetings, the time staying up late, working on projects, all of those things, the hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, those show up in the short window of the event. So your event could be a weekend, your event could be a week. You spent hours and hours and hours and hours preparing prior to that so that you can show up at your highest capacity, serve at your highest level, really live out your purpose in that window of time. So it's an honor to be able to do that work. It's an honor to be able to show up in that way. So when the people have the outcomes and the breakthroughs, and when they make the connections and the networking, and when they are seen as the leader, or when they're seen as a part of the community, they're welcomed in. All of those things have been intentionally created, opportunity created, space created for those things to happen. And that's what I love about hosting events, and that's why I still put in the work to do it. I encourage you, if you are interested in hosting events, if you're a yoga teacher and you're like, I need to do this work, like I will be, and I'm so excited. I will be for a group of yoga teachers, new yoga teachers, first time event hosters. I will be showing you how to get it on paper, how to draft your event, how to envision what you want to create in your community. So keep an eye out for that. That is coming. That is coming really soon. There are things that are happening in the new year that we got to get ready for as yoga teachers, because when the student is ready, the teacher appears. That's a great saying. On the other side of that, the teacher needs to get ready to appear. So we're going to be working on those things. Stay tuned. I will be announcing that on this channel. So I will be announcing that in the coming weeks. Keep an eye out for that, because as soon as I announce it, there's a short window before action needs to be taken. So as soon as I let you know that it's happening, you need to jump on it, jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. All right. My name is Alicia Dugai Stevenson. Thanks for rocking with me on this vlog. I'm going to go finish getting ready for the event tonight. Full moon gathering with the Aries full moon. I love y'all. And as always, the mission is world peace through inner peace. Namaste.